Good evening, ladies and gents. Guess back doing another kind of random game here. We're doing Pandora's Tower on the Wii. Christ, that made me jump. Sorry, the cat was under the bed covers and I just suddenly saw a lump moving under the bed and I thought, what the hell is that? But yeah, there's the cat. Anyway, that's beside the point. Yeah, we're going to have a crack at this game, Pandora's Tower. I played a brief little bit of it last night just to get the hang of the controls because they're a little bit weird, I have to say. Yeah, we've done the Treetop Tower one. But anyway, I quite like it. It's kind of... Let's go for English, oddly enough. There's quite a long intro clip, I will warn you, so feel free to skip over it. It's supposed to set the scene, but I think I must have accidentally skipped part of it. But, no, it's a good little game. It's a good little game. It's quite rare on the Wii as well, apparently. Yeah, so it's a bit like Shadow of the Colossus. It's got very strong Shadow of the Colossus vibes. Yeah, with kind of God of War combat, just sort of, anyway, you'll see, kind of. But yeah, so this young lady is supposed to be kind of singing and performing with her little cute IAR troupe of dancers, and then suddenly stuff goes wrong and she has to do a runner, as you'll see, and that's her boyfriend Aaron, something like that. And suddenly she gets this weird brand on her back, as you can see. Everyone runs off because she turns into that horrible thing, and nobody's quite sure why. So anyway, then they both run off. That's her gone back to human form for some reason.
This way.
God, yeah, that thing is a weird little thing. It's supposed to be a merchant that sort of helps us, but it's freaking weird. Anyway, so they run off, and we need to go and sort of get flesh, basically. We've got to slay animals, or horrible creatures like the Colossi, and bring their flesh back for her to eat, which stops her turning into a monster. It's a bit of a weird storyline, but it's quite good. Only qualms, you can't control the camera very well, and there's no jump button, which is a bit weird, but you've got this weird chain thing, which you can kind of fling at enemies to kind of, like bind them and shackle them and stuff, and you can like rip bits of flesh off them with the chain and stuff. It's weird, it's just kind of, you battle your way to the top of a tower, and then have a boss fight, basically.
She won't be human much longer.
Yeah, she's a bit of a weird one. Yeah, she's got this weird thing on her back that carries all her stuff. The merchant, that one, has got this weird, weird kind of helper. Yeah, she's not having a good time of it. Oh yeah, and all the time, the kind of Imperial Army are looking for us as well. No, Moggy, seriously, the frickin' cat has been asleep for like 3 hours. The second I start recording... You really are. You really frickin' are. No, not on there. Frickin' cat. Just sit the F down. I think it's just you reacting to the sound of my voice, I think. No, you're sitting on the roller. Right. Good girl.
There. Behold the 13.
Yeah, and it's essentially, there's 13 levels. Again, like Shadow of the Colossus, you've got to go around climbing to the top of each tower, and they get progressively more difficult. It's quite a good little idea, because it's not properly explained in the game, but basically, this massive rift has opened up in the land, and to stop it opening, they kind of built these towers with chains going across them, and the chains are attached to the ground, and it sort of stops the chasm opening any more than it already has. By the way, I'm playing this on the Wii. Oh, she's having a wobbly. Yep, she's gone. Oh, look at that horrible thing. Look at that. She's got like... Yeah. She looks like she's sort of been burned. Still hideous. She's got like a manky tit as well. Anyway,
and once we get there,
what was I going to say? I can't remember. Oh yeah, no, I am playing this on the Wii. This isn't being emulated. This has been played on the Wii, and I'm actually using the Wii controller, not the nunchuck and Wiimote, but the actual, I don't know what it's called actually, the kind of, that looks like a joypad that plugs in at the bottom of the Wiimote. Because it's a damn sight easier than trying to point at stuff on the screen. Anyway, we go to our hub area first. Cat, sit down. We go to our hub area first, which is the observatory. And we've got to kind of, no, don't do that. We've got to kind of build up a relationship with her. We chat to her and give her gifts while we're off getting meat. And yeah, there's different endings depending on your relationship. Yeah, that's the chain that we get to use.
We needed to get hold of all that beast flesh.
Beast flesh. Yeah, the first tower was really easy. And combat is very much... It's a little bit Dark Soulsy in that you kind of roll out of the way of attacks and kind of dodge, but it's nowhere near as difficult as that. You just mash attack a few times, and then this stuff normally dies. Oh, for fuck's sake.
I'll be back.
I'll be back. I mean, that's dedication. She's looking a little bit wobbly, isn't she?
You'd best head off without...
Her voice acting, by the way... Well, hers and his, to be honest, are both pretty terrible, but hers especially. Here we go. Yeah, so we've got this very brief tutorial bit, and then we've actually got to go and have a crack at the first tower. The first one's very easy. It's kind of like a nature theme. Each tower has a different theme. Yeah, go on then. And the first one is kind of nature and trees and stuff. Continue. Like you'd stop then. So yeah, treetop tower. I've only done up to the end of the first boss, but we're going to see how it goes. So yeah, here we are. So you run around. You've got A as your kind of attack, but you can charge it. And then there's this weird thing where if you push the attack button again at just the right moment, he does like an extra attack. What? It's been well stingy. I'm sure that stuff was giving me a lot more stuff yesterday. Here we go. First enemy. Look at him. He's a big lad, isn't he? He's not as, thankfully, he's not as powerful as he looks. Skip leg day. He's got I like the kind of weird wings as well that he's got. Yeah, and there's different types of flesh. There's like master flesh that the bosses have, or like, oh god almighty, that didn't frickin' hell. Oh Jesus, okay. I have got a health bar, as you can probably see. Wow, he's doing a bloody good job of dodging me actually. Nice, I dodged then. No, oh no, he's not dead. Can I get a... Nice, I think I blocked. Oh, and if you block... Oh, nice, hang on. Pull that item. There we go, so we got a little bit of flesh, beast flesh. Our first bit. Yeah, if you block... Look at that, she's got to eat that as well. Ew. Yeah, if you block, you don't take damage, but your stamina drops. And then over time, you'll start to take damage. So you can't just stand there and, like, block everything. So go inside. Have a chat, give her some flesh. I know she's really reluctant to eat it, unsurprisingly. Hmm?
Air on your back.
Back in one piece, I see. So, have you brought us back flesh for the ceremony?
Yes.
Here. Go on now.
Oh.
Take a bite.
You want me to eat this?
Ah, I see what the problem is. Folks in this country are believers in Ios. You're forbidden to eat meat, aren't you? Now this little morsel is beast flesh, freshly cut from servant beasts.
What?
Ah. Come now, girl. Eat it down.
You would struggle with that, I must admit.
But I've never eaten meat.
I've never eaten meat. See, that's what I mean. The delivery's all weird in this.
Your fate will be sealed. You'll grow more and more monstrous. And there'll be no happy ending for you and young Aaron.
I mean, that is foul. I don't quite get how, at the beginning, when she was sort of singing or whatever, and she turned into this giant beast, and then suddenly she was human again. I don't know how she changed back to human from being that massive beast. Go on, get it down, you love. Get that meat in your mouth. Giggle.
Wait.
I mean, it's not even like it's a spoonful or something. I mean, that's, you know... Jesus, yeah. Apparently you're not allowed to cook it either, so... I didn't skip that, she just... yeah. I mean, how Final Fantasy are they? I mean, is there a single Japanese game in which they don't look, the main characters don't look like that? I suppose, yeah, I suppose all the From Software games, thinking about it, but anyway. Speaking of which, I've been watching, I thought it would look duff at the beginning, but I was actually watching some video gameplay of Sekiro, and it actually looks really good.
Kingdom of Illyria. At its remotest edge, hundreds of leagues from the capital of Helicon, a forbidden wasteland stretches to the furthest horizon, Orcanos. Deep within this desolate expanse, where none may set foot, the earth has been torn asunder to form a rift extending over thousands of leagues.
Oh, it is explained,
known
okay.
simply as the Scar.
The Scar.
At its center, suspended above this fathomless fissure, are the 13 towers. Towers of all sizes, interlink and intertwine, each playing their part in the intricate design, fusing to become one single vast fortress. Held in place by 12 chains that grip the walls of the surrounding cliffs, the towers loom like a spider in its web, seeming to inhabit a space beyond the normal world. The bristling turrets of the towers serve a purpose. They bind the earth together, preventing the Scar from widening and tearing the world itself apart.
I mean, I do, don't get me wrong, I do like this game. I know it sounds like I'm ripping it apart. I do like this game, and I think it's got some really good ideas. How the F would you build something like that? Anyway, again, picking holes in it, video game logic. But no, it is actually a surprisingly fun game. And now that we're actually, in a minute, we'll be allowed to actually go to the first tower after this. We need some romantic bants first of all, but it is actually a good game. It's actually surprisingly fun. I was going to trade this in today actually at CEX, but I ended up, after playing a bit of it last night, I thought this is actually pretty good, so I kept hold of it. Apparently it gets really difficult, like the later towers are freaking solid. The first one is stupidly easy because I think you can sort of stun lock the enemy, but anyway, you'll see. Having said that, he'll probably whip my ass now.
Yes.
There's also some very clever little mechanics in this to do with the chain, but you'll see.
This is wonderful. I can go back to my village.
I could go back to my village in Essex.
Young lady. The curse is far from being lifted.
She's got like cat's eyes.
On your back. Not so long as that mark remains.
I mean, without all the weird mankiness, she's kind of cute, I guess. Cute IIR, in an IIR way, I guess.
The curse
Oh, really?
hasn't been lifted. What do you mean? But I'm normal again.
I'm normal again.
Only for a while. So long as you have that on your back.
I'm going to kind of go through this speech a little bit quicker. I mean, it's there. Hang on. Oh, the controller's got all tangled up. No, don't you frickin' do it. So yeah, I'm going to go through it a little bit. No, other way up.
You mean
Clean.
the meat?
Well, I'm afraid you're going to have to. Otherwise...
So I'm reading it, but they're obviously saying it slower than I'm reading it. Why is this happening?
Why? That's because of the...
Why was Elena cursed?
Why, indeed.
Look at that thing on her back.
No.
Looks like something out of Death Note. You blatantly know more about this. I just want to go. Reversing the chain. We know how to do it. We know what her name is. It's Mavda. No more questions.
So this is to be my life? To be cooped up in here. Must I learn to live like
To be stuck in
this?
a bedroom with meat in
Can
your
I not
mouth all the
lift the
time.
curse?
Must I learn to live like this? Can I not lift the curse? Lifting the curse, you say. Well now.
Oh, do tell me, Master, please.
Aaron,
Calm down.
you must head back to the towers.
I know, I
Defeat these
know.
masters, and
Yeah, so you
return
basically beat the
here
bosses and then bring their
with
flesh back. Exactly, very like Shadow of the Colossus.
If Elena eats this flesh,
As I say, if the
the
box
mark
was
on
within
her back
reach...
will fade.
Oh,
She
damn it, I've
will
just seen it,
be
okay.
human once more.
The box for this game is balanced on top of the Master System across the other side of the room in a minute, but I'm pretty sure this came out after Colossus.
Such dangers for my
Actually,
sake.
while they're chatting, I'm going to look this up. God. Okay. Yeah, there's a massive difference. Apparently, Shadow of the Colossus was 2005. This was 2011. So yeah, I think they might have been inspired, as they say. In other words, ripped it off.
Oh, that reminds me.
I have a little something for you. Does she? I don't remember this. What does she give us? Yeah, we've got to keep talking to her and giving her gift. Oh, the chain, of course. Yeah. Yeah, we've got to talk to her, Elena, and keep giving her gifts to make sure we get the good ending.
This belongs to my people. It's called the Oraculous Chain. And now to take just a little of
I've just
your
done my YouTube channel.
lovely hair.
What?
It's for Aaron's sake.
I mean, what is that thing? It sort of lives in a cauldron. She's a lot stronger than she looks. Yeah, so the chain essentially binds us with Elena because it's got her hair wrapped around it or something. So yeah, so a hint of Bayonetta going on there.
First time. Quite a sight, is it not? My people, the Vestra, are the heirs to a special power.
I'm sure I've heard that word before,
Control the chains
Vestra,
of
but I can't think
destiny,
where.
invisible ties that bind people together. Aaron, hold out your hands.
See, I'm
Seems you know
sceptical.
what you're doing.
bearing in mind that she's a merchant and she's just in it for the money. Like, why she's helping us? I don't get... Because as I say, the Imperials are looking for us, so presumably they'd reward her for, you know, grassing on us. So why is she not doing that? Yeah, we do. We do want to save. Don't touch the power button. Don't touch it! Yeah, we'll continue. So yeah, we're going to power back to the... I know it's nearly 20 minutes or so. It's a long... Oh, I wonder how she is. So we've got to talk with her. She's over there. Way! We've got to chat to her for a minute, and then we'll be off to the
Morning,
tower.
Aaron. Yesterday was a long day, wasn't it? I'm
Yep,
still a
it
bit
was.
dazed. But I
Thanks for worrying about me. Chat and gives gifts to enhance affinity. Yeah, look, goes all the way to the top of the screen, I think. Yeah, that circle, you can see that's sort of red and purple and grey. That's the, well, that's a
eating
quick
the
chat.
monster flesh is the only...
That's what slowly decreases over time, so we've got to do it quickly. Oh, for sake. This is just the explanation so that you know that she's the merchant, etc. How does she sleep with that thing?
Make yourselves at home.
Yeah, see, like, what? Why are you helping
Can't
us?
afford to wander too far. Without doubt.
You're safe here. What is this
was
place?
the observatory. The Illyrian army, but no one uses it anymore.
I doubt they'll look here. We could be in for a bit of a fight if they are.
Quick on the uptake, aren't you? What do you need?
I don't need anything at the minute. So yeah, we can't afford really to buy, or we don't need to repair, and we haven't got the right equipment, or haven't got the right materials to upgrade. So we're going to leave it at the minute.
You don't need to give me anything in return.
See, we help each other out. How are we helping you? This is weird. Harvest of Horror. Oh, yeah, feel free to pause, and that's just basically a news article to explain what happened.
Farewell.
Right. F off, we need to go to the tower. I don't think, when you're in the observatory, that the circle counts down. Oh, yeah, it wants us to save. So we've got this kind of weird manual saving thing. Yeah, I don't think the circle counts down while we're here. Yeah, head to the towers. Yeah, the first tower's, as I say, nice and easy, but it gives you an idea how it all works. But, yeah, I think from now, the little circle thing will start to count down, so we need to be quick. Treetop tower, yes. Yeah, I can't imagine how difficult this would be playing with this on using the nunchuck and Wii. I thought it'd be freaking difficult because you've got to kind of whip the chain. Here we go. Yeah, when in the towers, it slowly decreases. Missed. Really, you gimp. And we can't go out that door, unfortunately. Not yet. Come on. Yeah, I don't know if it's the A button on this D-pad or whether it's just mechanics or something. I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Anyway, we've got some coins. Let's go. No, we can't do that one. That's the one we come back out of, I think. So we need to go in. Where's it gone? Here we go. We're going to fight a lot of bugs this time as well. Here we go. Oh. That's good. Are you cheeky swine? We've got medicinal items as well. Oh, sugar now. See, and if you time it right, use your... There we go. So he's kind of bound, so he can't really move very far. There we go. Again, nothing too difficult. We're gonna... Oh, God. The zoom thing's a bit weird. That comes into it later. Nice. We've got some beast flesh, but we need master flesh to be able to help our missus. Where's that thing gone? Oh, here we go. And we need all the money we can get, to be honest. Medicinal moss. Sweet. Okay, pressing on. Nice. That does a decent amount of damage, but... There we go. I don't think you have to, actually. No, don't you frickin'... There we go. The chain's quite forgiving, actually, in terms of even if you're miles away from it, it tends to be like, that's close enough. Hold X and move to adjust chain length. Okay, I didn't know about that. Oh, hello. Oh yeah, and there's these random books and stuff. Feel free to read it. It's just a bit of lore. Nothing too dramatic. Got ourselves a chest. Wrong button. Mercury. Okay. And we can look in the inventory thing later to see what they all do. I've got a feeling mercury actually used as a poison. Or it says something about it being poisonous. Now you can use your chain, or you can... That was clever. That was really clever. Just go and set the lift up. Oh, hang on. Where's the... It's this whole thing of having to, like, double up the... Come on then. There we go. So that's opened that door, so it's basically a bit of a shortcut. Now I need to get the lift back, because I'm a pleb and I sent it up instead. Here we go. So now we can do it. There we go. So the chain's really useful. I say you could. It's very beneficial. There is a bit of a range for this, so you've got to be a little bit like tactical. It's also got this kind of line of sight, sort of, although it's quite generous. Here we go. No, I did not mean to freaking do that. Let's go back. Foes about to die will give different items if you use the chain. Okay. I didn't realise that. I thought it was just the same thing. It was just easier to do nymph water. Sounds promising. Now there is another lift. I'm not sure what that does. Because I went through here last time. So I thought we had to. Okay, I'm going to try and use the chain thing a bit more often because I suspect you get better items. Climb by moving. Okay. Oh! Yeah, this bit's a little bit... No! Yeah, we've got to stay away from that massive nest thing. We're probably going to get hit a couple of times here, but... Strange, great... Ah! Oh, you son of a... Yeah, he's making more and more. He wasn't doing this yesterday. It sort of stopped. Mind you, this might be quite a good way of getting, like, infinite... infinite coins and stuff. Loads of money. The chain's a little bit OP, I have to say, but... Grab the... Oh, no idea what happened there. Oh, grab it. What happened there? There we go. Sorry, it took a bit of time, but we got there in the end. It didn't take that long yesterday, I have to say. I wasn't doing bad yesterday, but getting the hang of the controls was a little bit weird. You can spring up walls like nobody's business. And this is the chain that we need to knacker. As you can see, it's a fairly hefty one. And that's the door we need to go in. Damn. But how do we do it? I wonder. We go this way. We go this way. Yeah. Talking about Plant 42 or whatever they call it in this. For sake. So this is basically just telling you a bit about, again, how to get rid of this thing, because the thing we need is this monstrous beast. What we need to do, because it's now, this is the bit that I struggle a little bit with. You've got to basically follow it all the way back down to where we were before. Way, missed the thingy. So you've chained that to that, and now we're free to just wail on this thing. There we go. So you see, it couldn't burrow back into the ground because it was kind of anchored to the other thing. And this bit I effed up because I thought it was done, but what I had to do was actually push a button on this so I could actually use this thing. Oh, hello. What's that? Oh, dried berry. Really? Oh. Okay, fine. At least we know it's there. Pulling the doors. Okay. Oh, we've got to pull it. Okay. There we go. Unlocking it bit by bit. We've still got 2/3 of the old time gauge thing left, so that's fine. And then we can go in here, which I didn't realise it was a door, but anyway. And then all we have to do is wallop this. I think we hit it. Are we? Oh, hang on. Maybe we've got to examine it first. If only it could be broken. There we go. There we go. And the whole crane train chain kind of crumbles into the ground. Freaking cat's back. And it's opened the gate. So now we can go back up and have our boss fight. The only thing is, this place does sort of fill with enemies a little bit now. Oh. Nice. Elixir's probably got to be good. So here we go. First boss fight. The last giant. It's interesting this, because it doesn't actually do anything to you until you attack it. It's got some quite interesting kind of nature-based attacks. It can sort of make it can sort of cause earthquakes and it can make sort of thorns sprout out of the earth around it. So you got to make sure you don't get too close to it. But you can stun lock this and basically totally cheese it. If you hit it in the face with the chain and rip it out, by the time it recovers from that, you can just do it again. It's a bit of a cheesy one, but anyway, you'll see.
Within each one, a master each. Defeat these masters and return here with their flesh.
Very well.
A master.
A master. So yeah, the only thing you have to be a little bit careful about is, not getting spanked by his earthquake attack. I'm just trying to think what the best way to do this is. Yeah. And that's his kind of... Why are you not... There he is. And you can see how much damage it's doing already. Why is it stopped? There we are. Christ. Maybe it's some a little bit further away this time. Not sure. There he goes. Again, nice easy one. And he does start upping his attacks a little bit. I don't know if you can do this like as a melee. Here we go. I've sort of stun locked him. Run! Oh, hello. That's a new attack. I've not seen that before. Yep, do it, you plum. Keep going. Yeah, this is a new attack. I've not seen this before. Jeez, okay, no, definitely, a lot of this is new stuff, I've got to say. Come on, hit him with it, you... Oh! Jeez, yeah, no, I've definitely not seen this one, wow. Whoa, okay, yeah, we want to stay clear of those. Those must be the thorns I heard mention of. Not that way. In the eye, nice. Yeah, I was yesterday, I was able to full on stun lock him. Uh-oh. Oh! I think we're actually at the point of not having actually still taken a hit yet. Where is he? There he is. Eek! I mean, again, you kind of feel bad, a bit like Shadow of the Colossus, when you're sort of killing these creatures. One more hit. Killing these creatures for your own sort of gains. There he is. Oh no, he's not dead. He's not dead. There he goes. Blah! And there comes the Master Flesh. Yeah, you're killing these lot just for your own purposes. I mean, it hadn't actually attacked me or done anything at all to antagonise me. It was just it's all one way. There we go, ripped out the Master Flesh. And now we take that back to Elena, who hopefully will be very grateful. Yeah. Very easy, I say, didn't even get hit once in that. As I say, a lot easier using the Pro Controller, I think. The Master has been defeated. And the chain has regained some of its power, let me guess. Some power, yep, of course it has. Yay! Any coins? Unreadable old note. Interesting, okay. I'm pretty sure we just get teleported back to the, Is that anything? No. Pretty sure we just get teleported back to the observatory in a minute. Way! There we go. Pretty sure. Yeah. Nice, so we can sell some stuff. We've also got like a loot box that we can chuck stuff in. Here he goes. Yeah, and you got to do this. That's like the first of 13 bosses. Here we go. Yeah, it's been a slightly longer episode than normal. Most of my stuff isn't normally longer than half an hour, so it's a slightly longer episode, but then it makes sense to finish it after each boss, I guess. I don't know if I'll do any more of this. If you really like it and you're really interested in it, I'll play a bit more, but I'm not totally sure. It's okay, but I don't know if it's the YouTubey game.
If it isn't Aaron, and I take it you have returned from the well then, serve it up to Elaine.
Nice. First of all, just going to very quickly... No, we're not. We're going to very quickly give this stuff to Elena.
Oh, sorry, Aaron. I was miles away there.
Give her the flesh.
Is this Master Flesh?
Master flesh. Aye, it is, love. It's like extreme anorexia. Oh, is she alright? It does look like underwear that she's wearing, rather like old school underwear, rather than an actual proper dress. But anyway. Oh, I don't remember this. What the hell? Okay, that's where we were, isn't it? Oh, I don't know. Oh, is she seeing memories of the beast? No.
Oh, you come back, I see.
Please, pray to the gods of Ios. Ask them to bring the war to an end.
What was that?
Interesting. Yes, we're going to save. So thank you. Oh, yeah, going to end this first part here. So as I say, I might do a little bit more of this. It is a good game, but as I say, just not quite sure if it's suitable for YouTube. But anyway, thank you very much for watching this. If you did, take care of yourselves, and I shall see you again very soon.